Welcome back to Gravity 2 Studios. We're continuing with Module 3, Lesson 14. Let's see what strategy we're going to be using today to solve this problem. It looks like this is a subtraction. So 11 and 2 fifths minus 3 and 2 thirds minus 11 thirds. So far, so good. Now, the first thing I encourage you is to make observations. So we know that we have these common denominators, so we can probably do this. Now, I want you to pay attention to this. If I'm going to cluster these two together, the 3 is still minus. It says right here that I'm going to subtract it. But this one has a minus sign here. That means I have to switch the operation. So instead of subtracting, I'm going to add this one here. So that's going to turn into an addition. Let me use a different. So that turns into an addition because I am clustering them together. And this minus sign is affecting both of them. This is positive, so I'm going to subtract the positive. But this was negative, so that makes it positive here. Okay, so that's the first thing I do. The next thing I notice is that this is an improper fraction. Okay, so now knowing that information, I can get into my mode of solving it. So 11 and 2 fifths minus, so I'm going to do this operation. First of all, I'm going to say how much is 11 thirds. So 11 thirds, that means 11 divided by 3. The 3 goes into the 11 3 times. 3 times 3 equals 9, and the remainder is 2. So we have 3 and 2 thirds. So now this is going to be 3 and 2 thirds plus 3 and 2 thirds. Well, that makes it easy. Now, we rewrite the problem. It's 11 and 2 fifths minus the total of this. That's 3 plus 3 equals 6. And 2 thirds by 2 thirds equals 4 thirds, which, you know, is going to equal 7 in that particular problem right here, because this is an improper fraction. So I'm going to show you why. 4 divided by 3. The 3 goes into the 4 once. 1 times 3 equals 3. And the remainder is 1. So the answer is 1 and 1 third. So now I can do the subtraction. 11 and 2 fifths minus 7 and 1 third. And you would say, why? Well, because this right here was converted into 1 and 1 third. So when we added to the 6, it became 7 and 1 third. Now, since we have what we call unlike denominators, we have to find the common denominators. So the opposite denominator of 5 is 3. And the opposite denominator of 3 is 5. So now we can rewrite it. 11. 2 times 3 equals 6. 5 times 3 equals 15. Minus 5 times 1 equals 5. 3 times 2 equals 15. So when you subtract this, it's going to be, take away 7 from 11, the answer is 4. The fraction is take away 5 from 6 equals 1/15. So there is the answer for this subtraction, my friends. There is a lot on this one to think about, because remember, you have to make observations to see what you need to solve first. But I know you're smart and bright and you can handle these kinds of problems. Focus on math. Don't be afraid. Watch the videos over and over, because I'm here to assist you. Watch these videos as many times as you want. And here's the thing. It's free of charge. I'm not charging you anything. Just watch it. It's free.